Welcome back, ladies and germs, to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. That was Tiny Rick in the background. My name is Joey Strange. I'm your host, as always. With me today, Tony and Heather, and we got a studio filled with people. We got Darian, we got Lisa, we got Adam in the back.
All kinds of shenanigans.
Hanging out.
Yay!
Love it when we have a full studio because we never know what's going to happen.
Keeps it nice and warm in here.
That's right.
The whiskey helps with that, too.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Now, what is it? The whiskey with a wild turkey with honey?
Yes. It's much smoother. It won't burn like the other stuff like last time.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Joey was talking about Jameson over the whole Dear Lord conversation we were having.
Because he, wants to be the Dear Lord.
He wants to be the Dear Lord.
I do want to be the Deer Lord.
It's good damn goals.
King of Deer.
King of Deer. For those of our listeners who don't know what we're talking about, the ever so eloquent Lisa brought a game called Dear Lord, and we spent half an hour reading the instructions trying to figure out how to play this game.
Sounds about right.
I think it was. And then Darian starts reading it, and she's like, "This doesn't make any damn sense at all. What's the dupe?"
Why do you look constipated?
No, I don't think I can hear her. Uh-oh.
Is she talking into the mic?
You're sitting right next to her.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, well,
It looked like you had to poop because you were just like.
no, I gotta pee though. No, I was sitting forward because like I could hear you, and then I'm like I can hear Joy, but I
don't see
can't
how-
hear her.
I was just like, my only question is, how does sitting forward help you hear her better in the headphones?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's just like driving to find an address that you've never been to, and you turn down the radio.
Yeah,
I was
we-
like,
it's
What the
like,
hell?
like, let me turn down the radio so I can see better.
No, I was leaning forward to see if I could hear you, and then hear you because I couldn't hear you.
Oh, well, I'm just being quiet today.
For right
too.
now.
Give it a minute. He'll peek the mic.
Oh, I know.
dial it up.
Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, speaking of that, the eloquent Lisa also brought some pretty cool gifts in the studio.
Yeah, nothing to do with Get Wrecked Nerd, though. I don't know.
No, it did.
No.
What I
Listen,
changed it to was get
it's-
wrecked neckbeard.
It's
That was my PG version.
it's Get Fucked
version.
Nerd.
That's right.
You pleb.
That's right. So anyway, she made these cool spin down counters. That is, what is this called?
Hold on.
Wirework?
So,
Yes.
for those of you that aren't nerds, a spin down it's like a D20, which
Yeah,
is a dice with 20 sides,
Take it.
but it's
Yeah,
in order,
Okay, you got it.
and you use it in Magic to count.
Your
don't
life.
worry about it.
Your life counter.
That's
Your life
right.
count.
Anyway, it's really cool. We'll take pictures of it. Lisa made that for us. And some
Yes.
bracelets.
It's pretty sweet.
Yes.
Don't make this weird bracelets.
And
And Joey got a special one.
Yeah, I posted the picture of it on Facebook.
So if you're interested, please
Yeah.
shoot us a message. Maybe the lovely Lisa will make more.
because right now they're a limited supply, so
There.
first come, first serve.
Yep,
Very
$100.
100 G's. So tonight we have a special guest who's going to be calling in. We have
Justin!
And he'll be calling in at 8:30.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. He's hilarious. We're
OJ
going to have a good time with
OJ
him.
did nothing wrong.
Orange juice did not.
We're
Yes.
starting off on a really good foot right now.
Good one.
Oh yeah, by the way, Heather.
I seen that. So the day that Tony and I went to
Tabanaki grilled
Tabanaki,
teacup.
yeah, he
What'd you
said, "I'm
steal
going to
it?"
steal this from here," and I said, "No,
No, I
you
borrowed.
just shush."
I borrowed it permanently.
Shush.
There's a difference.
So when we were there, he asked one of the ladies. He says, "How much is it for this cup?" And she's not understanding him at all. To go? No, I just want to buy this actual cup. Oh, $1 to go. That's not. That's not what.
So you just took it and
So
left
the
$1?
next time.
No, I went there the next day.
Yeah, without me because I told him, "Don't you dare steal that while I'm here." Don't.
I didn't steal it.
To be fair, had he left $1 and then just took it
Did
with
you
him,
leave $1?
No, I left.
Then
it.
you did steal
you-
it.
I left
He-
50 cents on the
he
table.
totally-
Maybe that's
totally
what she
stole it.
meant though. Maybe she's like $1. No,
No,
go.
no, to
No.
go. No.
I left 50 cents on the table with my shitty horrible scope thingy.
Horrible
For-
scope.
Whatever the
Your
hell.
fortune.
Yes.
That would be a fortune.
Not horoscope.
You know what the hell I'm talking about. Leave me alone.
Heard it here. He's a freak.
Shut the hell up.
Get fucking.
I used to have to write horoscopes for school paper.
Oh, that would be interesting.
So
Yeah.
you can attest to it being total bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely bullshit. But hey, it was an easy A.
So
because,
any of you
like,
that believe in star signs or astrology or
Yeah, I
anything like
listen to-
that,
I
Wait,
like
wait.
astrology. That's
Astrology's different. Horoscopes are
It's all
a whole
bullshit.
different thing.
it's been
Mm.
proven to be bullshit.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Talks about the one
You're
like, oh
smoking
yeah, my
mirrors.
zodiac
Illuminati.
Cancer.
Yeah, listen, mine is Cancer, and that's bullshit.
Mine's Pisces.
I'm
So is he.
a Cancer.
I'm a Leo, baby.
See, you're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer. You know what that means? I was born in July. It means literally nothing else. Astrology is bullshit. Neil deGrasse Tyson proved it.
That's your proof.
How did he?
I mean, he did. You can disprove it.
I
So
find it interesting.
How do you
though.
explain the Egyptians then?
They're fucking crazy people.
They knew how to party, that's for sure.
The
Apparently.
Mayans apparently said the world was going to end in 2012.
They
They're-
did say
No,
that.
they were just
Did
tired of chipping on a damn.
You know what that shows me? Ancient people were obviously lesser beings.
No, it's because they were tired of
They're
carving on a
quitters.
stone for the stupid calendar.
Guess who's online on our time?
Who?
Your cousin Dustin. He's streamlining right now.
Oh yeah,
Live streaming.
live streaming.
I can't
Streamlining.
You'll have to excuse her, Dustin. She's a little under the.
I make it sound like
She's
I'm
on
like
the
a drunk
she's
or
on
something.
the sauce.
She's on the
I'm
sauce.
not on the
She's-
sauce.
She's
sauce.
elevated.
She's saucing it up.
Hey,
Can I get some
Because-
more volume?
because I love you people and our fans that listen.
She's
All
loaded.
two
Don't
of
let her
you.
lie to you.
I got my tooth pulled today, and I
Oh.
wrenched on it for like 3 hours, hour and a half.
No,
3 hours a bit.
She was
extreme.
reliving tequila nights
I
last night.
definitely was not. So anyway,
So intentionally screw with her, Dustin.
no, he's not even listening. He's on streaming his own stuff right now. Get out of here.
Jerk.
I'll go on. I'll do what I did the last time. I'll go on.
Tell him to get on here.
Start talking
So-
shit.
But yeah, so they wrenched on my tooth for hour and a half, and it hurt like not right away. I was fine in the chair, and then I get out of the chair, and it's like, oh shit, this hurts. This is horrible.
So you're not elevated. You're just making that all up.
Oh, it's starting to feel better. They did give
Stuff's
me-
kicking in.
Stuff is kicking in.
Heather, lay off the sauce.
I don't have any
Purple
sauce.
giraffes everywhere.
Me lay off the sauce. Listen to Lisa.
Oh no.
Giraffes
Lisa's
everywhere.
pretty,
Purple
Lisa's
giraffes
pretty
everywhere.
sauce straight.
I'm drinking. That's my excuse, but whatever.
So, but anyway, so I was supposed to get 2 done. Thank God they didn't pull out another because that was enough. And she kept saying, "Thank you for being patient. Thank you for your patience." All right. Well,
Like you had a choice.
what else am I gonna do? You have me tipped all the way back. If I want to get out, I'm gonna have to flip over my head. And everybody who knows me, I am not in shape other than round. So maybe it would have worked, but I would have just been. I don't even know. It would have been horrible.
just talk and roll.
Talk and roll.
You're good.
I'll remember that someday when it's needed.
You've been here 4 hours. You go home now.
Well, she was an Asian lady.
Just,
My dentist was.
just the right
She
amount
was
of
tiny.
racist.
Leave it to Tony to bring in the racist.
That's
Can I
right.
get just a little bit more volume?
I think you've been asking him that for a little
I
while.
feel like he hasn't.
I feel like
Wait,
you're
It
wait,
sounds
preparing me for
exactly the
something.
same.
See, no, here's the
You
thing.
moved your hand over there, and it sounds literally exactly the same.
exactly the
No.
same.
I actually brought you up from last time.
That's okay. Guess what? Next week we will have our intern finally.
We have an intern.
We have an intern. My godson Aaron is going to be here interning for us. So you're not going to really have to sit there.
Really?
I won't have to stare at your face.
I gotta stare at your face.
I'm kind of
It's
bummed that
beautiful.
he can't go and buy me beer, though.
Well,
Kinda
well,
That's
defeats
why
the
we-
whole
hey,
purpose of an intern.
We stipulated 21 and over, didn't we?
I
well,
did say
do you want an
21 and
intern?
over.
Yes.
I guess I'll take what I can get.
Does he
Beggars
have a
can't be
fake
choosers.
ID?
Yeah, he
God.
doesn't. I'll give
does
him.
not.
I'll give him. I'll give him my
Someone's
ID.
rubbing one out for you. God damn it.
Whoa. This is my
Jeez.
godson. Whoa.
she
Whoa.
was talking about
No
last week.
last
Rubbing one,
Whoa.
she was rubbing one out for Joey.
She was rubbing a beer out for Joey just to
Unappreciative
be
about that. God damn it. Jesus.
Lisa, the
I
only
don't-
one that gives Joey shit.
I don't recall this.
I knew.
By the way,
It took
I
like-
recall.
It took like an hour. That's a long rub out.
I
session.
recall-
I'm just saying.
Hold on. I recall not being that drunk because it took forever to get a damn beer from somebody.
Oh.
You tried rubbing one out for an hour. That's some fucking dedication.
Uh,
Appreciate that
Listen,
shit.
I was 13 once, okay? So don't even fucking.
For barely knowing you, that's some
What do you think?
fucking service.
What do you think? What do you think you do for it when your family's gone when you're 13 years old and
Hey,
you're
at
a
least
boy?
family was gone. This is a bunch of strangers around here. I don't even know. I'm fucking still rubbing it out. So, and my hands are fucking ice cold. That's just I'm just saying.
see, ice cold hands. Is that a good thing or a bad thing when you're rubbing one out?
Well, the ice cold cheek was the inflamed part.
I can tell you one thing. Adam's got a pillow that's cold, like purposely. That's good when you lay your face on it when it hurts.
Okay, hold on now.
Not
Just a
during the
second.
rub out session. Just
Time out. So you were using Adam's pillow to rub out a cold one? Is that what you're saying?
you know, that kind of came out that way, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe I shouldn't be here right now. I'm rethinking this whole thing.
Back that train up.
Too late.
So
I
is
said no
cold
cold
hands a
pillows!
good thing then?
I already got the
That
headphones
train
on.
derailed.
All right, Joey, talk. So another cool thing that happened this week.
Should I get that level of drunk?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I get cringy.
She already said yes.
No.
Let's do it.
when you get
No.
when you get cringy.
I hope you're ready to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Ooh, Darian's telling you. 7 o'clock.
that was
Can you do it? His
You
face
can
is
do it. Don't be a quitter.
Well, 7:30 at the latest.
oh,
That's
there
right.
Oh,
there you go.
oh.
Yeah. Good job.
I told you I'm the keeper of the bottle opener.
keep over the bottle
Might want to open it over the trash can.
You might want to
So-
give him the trash can.
It's flat as fuck, bro. I don't need to. It's like I don't need to hope.
Is
Wow, my phone's already charged up to 82%. We'll be ready in no time.
it's not bad.
Do you have taste buds?
I don't know if it does.
Let me taste it.
What had happened was,
He should have taste buds. Some of the stuff.
I mean, it's flat.
I'll give you the. I'll give you the real.
You'll know.
It's
Joey will
flat.
tell the truth.
There's no doubt about it. It's flat.
Oh, the face. If you guys could see the face.
It's like fucking water.
I'm thinking that we should start this.
Yeah.
On Facebook. Go live.
That's where the intern can come in.
That's right. There we go.
All right, Tony, you're the intern now.
Phase 2.
Shit, that means I ain't got to work and do all this stuff. All right, cool.
Yeah, right. You'd be sad.
That means you only get to do the not stuff.
That's true.
That's the Charlie jobs.
Yeah.
You get to do it. You get all the
Charlie
Charlie.
work.
There's a big ass rat in the basement.
Go
Take-
get it.
take
On
this-
second
Oh, yeah.
thought, yeah. Nose goes, not it.
I already got it. I almost punched myself in the face trying to get there, but I made it.
The
Adam
influence.
even made it this time.
See, he's getting it.
Lisa didn't.
No. I'm good. Whatever.
What? What's
So
that?
I was going to tell you the cool thing that
What?
we've got Lisa on our team now.
How?
To Strange Friends Media.
Oh yeah.
Joey, that's an approval there. That's
Yeah,
Joey
thanks.
approval. So yeah,
That's what I think.
I
of-
have ideas.
That's what
she's
I
got
think
all
of
kinds
Lisa.
of ideas. You want now? Stop, Heather.
We got it. Can we get past that part?
Let's just stop.
that
Stop.
will never happen.
Nope.
That'll
But anyway,
that'll
so
be
we
a
have-
forever
My-
memory.
My mustache is sticky from this whiskey.
Oh, that's
It's so sweet. That
Whatever.
what kind of whiskey?
Lisa's.
What kind of whiskey again?
it's
There's way too many jokes in there, but whatever.
No, Lisa brought the whiskey.
it
I know, I get that.
is American honey
Oh,
from Wild Turkey.
wild turkey.
Whatever. It's whiskey. Fuck.
I don't know.
It's booze.
I agree. I'm just complaining
Booze.
that my mustache is sticky
It's
and not
booze-
from anything
It's
fun.
booze and
Mustache you a
free.
question.
Freeze is the best part.
Freezing booze.
Mustache
Freezing
rides.
booze. Oh gosh, off of Super Troopers. Adam's never seen Super Troopers.
What?
I know he's got to watch it before the next one.
Who wants a mustache ride? Okay, no.
Hey Farva, where's that place you like to eat with all the shit on the wall?
I
little shenanigans.
No, hold on. You gotta go shenanigans. you gotta do it in the Farba voice.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, shenanigans.
Let's say, could you please get out of my head? Because that was exactly what's going to come out of my mouth.
I am not a Farba, so I can't do it that way.
Oh, shenanigans.
So
Next person says it gets pistol whipped.
Can I get a liter of cola?
oh, Super Troopers, how great! How many years has it been since that's been out?
I don't know.
I
Was that the
can't-
Long
90s?
time.
It was 2000.
Or 2000s?
Oh, it's about time to get another one out.
This is another reason we need an intern. He's got to have like Google on the ready.
Look
Yeah.
it up now.
GTS.
He'll fit in. He did good with their show. Our concert, Rock the Hall.
Poor kid.
I'll go.
Good.
He
I was
did.
proud of him.
He did
That's
really,
why
yeah.
he's now intern.
He definitely impressed.
Guess who else will be helping at our shows? I have a boyfriend now.
Free manual labor. You've been voluntold.
Pixar didn't happen.
2011.
Yeah, you know the motto. Go to the road. Pixar, it didn't happen.
Mhm. So,
17 years ago.
Holy crap.
yep, it's time
Can't
for a
vote
new
yet.
one.
I have magic cards all over the net.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Some of my magic cards can legally drink.
Pretty much. What's the ones was it 1993 or 92?
What?
The
You just said what's the ones and then
I'm
said it.
trying to remember.
Yeah, he's not.
My thought's not, complete, so
He's not. processing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What else? What else?
Obscene
is going on?
gestures.
Do you have any of the? Because my glasses look like somebody just walked up to me and smudged them all. Like,
Did
rubbed
someone
their
lick your
fingers-
frames?
On them.
Is there any more beer?
If somebody licked my frames, I think they'd be cleaner.
Or like you had like cans of stuff. What was it?
Adam, what are you doing?
If that was just more like regular hard cider.
He's licking my
Huh?
lenses.
Like more like regular hard cider.
I want to try that blood orange.
Yeah, that's up there.
He's my new lens licker.
Cootie
Lint
queen.
licker.
Hey Adam,
Aw.
There's a bag on the porch upstairs.
you left it on the porch again.
Where did I put it?
He needs to come off the porch because it's a bad place for it.
It's not my.
Slushy beer. That's all I'm saying.
It's only been up there for like a couple hours, so it's not slushy. So
Can you get that bag that's out on the porch upstairs? You'd be a real peach if you did that. I say you'd be a real Georgia
Or
peach, sir.
You can just yell upstairs. That's
Yeah,
what
yell-
Tony does.
Yell for Sean.
Save yourself a trip.
You fuck nerd.
Get wrecked, neckbeard. These are shirts that are going to be available hopefully at some point. Get wrecked, neckbeard.
In hot pink.
I was gonna say I will start working on them, and they will be of the most neon, obnoxious colors.
Yes.
Beer in a bag on the porch. I can hear him talking.
So how's the chat going?
Where are you guys at? Talk to us.
It's
The
like
chat
a
is
death
blank.
unicorn.
Is it the death unicorn? Oh God.
It wasn't bad.
Death.
It was all right.
You can hear him behind us.
Wait a minute.
Give
So
you
look it
instructions.
straight. You flat Newcastle.
Because it's
wouldn't
not
you?
just flat, it's like not even beer anymore.
But that's my point. Is their death unicorn it tasted like
at least it tasted like something.
that's what
That
it
stuff
tasted like.
just looks like piss.
It's
See
you
what had
basically have
happened.
you basically have
Watered down.
alcoholic water over there.
I'm
So
trying
long
to
you
cut
get plugged
down.
in for a phone call.
Are we is
Is
it
it already
time
time?
already?
It's getting there.
I'm not even drunk yet. Fuck.
We got 10 minutes.
Oh, I can do it in 10.
10 by- Oh, it's on the top. I lied.
I'll do it in 5.
Oh yeah, it's
Good night,
ahead
Gert.
of my phone. So the code. Do you remember the code for when the phone comes in? Phone call
No.
comes in.
205.
Oh. I don't want to say it. Never have my phone.
There should be a
7878.
big one in there that's like
It's
No.
it's a large one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
For me.
Oh,
Ah,
pass
hey
on.
Justin, we're gonna be ready for you in about 10
Do,
minutes.
do, do.
Justin says wild turkey honey is awesome. Hey Jeff, I was here at 8. Where were you? Yeah, we were here. We were
Oh, I
just
was
here
gonna
a couple
pass
minutes late. Let me explain.
What had happened was
What had happened
What
was,
had happened was
Tony decided to reboot. Is that we lost our other link? So
speaking of that, how we sounding tonight, guys?
is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
what
Well,
is
is it gonna blow up now? You just shook it.
what is that?
This is a
Sauce.
hold on. I'll read. Fuck, shut up. I'll read it. It's Space Bloody Orange Craft Cider. 6.9% alcohol, 22 fluid ounces.
These are-
fluid ounces.
Fluent.
Fluent ounces. It's fluent in ounces.
I'm fluent in ounces.
Limited release.
Fluent and
Is this at least from this year? Like,
Oh no, it was just from like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
what
Is
did
it gonna
you
blow
do?
up now, though?
Because it's unfiltered. That's just.
In theory, it shouldn't. But I mean,
I mean, I could really shake it up if you want me to.
fuck it.
Hey, check it out.
It's getting fizzy.
There we
Oh,
go.
I hear a ticking. Oh, okay.
Tick, tick, tick.
Let's
tick,
get down.
tick, tick.
Ah, thanks, Adam. We sound good, guys.
Oh.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh.
That's a smell.
Oh, you didn't even. Don't smell it first.
I want to smell it. I want to smell it.
Oh, Tony's missing his helmet.
Smell it. Now take it.
That's pretty good.
Oh wow, that's fruity.
That is
Pass the beer.
Space.
I wanna smell that. If it's fruity.
They're
Pass it
partaking.
around.
I don't need to partake. I'm on pain medicine.
Wow,
It's from Uncle John's is good.
that is really good.
I will pass it
Because
though.
I like fruity stuff.
All right, let's make it quick, guys. Joey's got to get his fucking sauce out over here.
Joey
You
needs
need
the
to chug it.
sauce. Thank you, Lisa, for bringing this stuff in.
Yes, thank you.
What did you have that we were supposed to try in the studio tonight?
Oh shit, I left it upstairs.
Good way.
Sean.
Sean. I guess Sean's like
It's
our,
literally upstairs on the counter.
Sean's our
It's
unofficial.
the little
official-
packs, the almond, the
Intern.
blueberry,
I'm
the
not sure.
no, they're little like snack packs.
Yell up to Sean
Alexis.
or Alexis.
Well, Sean's busy.
Oh, okay.
What's he busy with? He's Sean.
Talking to people on the computer.
No, all she said was he was busy doing guy stuff.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's my boy.
Should be
I
proud.
just laughed and whiskey went in my eyeball.
Oh.
Ow.
Wait,
Oh.
how?
It just went up and under my glasses and I laughed.
Whiskey proof, apparently.
No, they're not.
So
My eye is sterile now, but okay.
So that's why beer goggles are more effective? Question mark.
Nothing quite like a bloody orange.
did you
What'd
did
you
you try
think?
it, Darian?
I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
It's still, I can.
Plucky.
It still
Bit
has
fruity-
that
bit
beer
fruity, perhaps.
cider taste to it.
Well, that's why I like it.
So you
That's because it's unfiltered.
misled me when you're like, "Oh, it's fruity." I'm like,
It is fruity.
This is extremely fruity. This is like the fruitiest drink I would ever
So
drink
it
in
is
my
an
life.
actual beer and it's fruity.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Huh.
a cider, but
I mean, hence
Oh,
the reason
cider.
it says blood
Hey,
orange.
it's
I mean,
6.9% alcohol.
So it's probably
22
gluten-free.
ounces. So it'll do the job.
22 fluent ounces.
Yes,
Fluent. It's fluent in ounces.
fluent.
Oh,
So
you
I
brought
think-
me snacks?
What did you think they
No, she
were?
literally said this right outside the door. And I stepped over
Yes.
to get upstairs.
These are it right here.
Ah, so Tony brought in some stuff.
What'd you bring me?
It's not sponsored, but it's from Orchard Valley Harvest. It's one is the antioxidant mix, has almonds,
You're talking like me now.
dried sweet cranberries, and blueberries, cashews, and peptias. I don't know.
Pepatias. Is that right?
Peptias, sure.
I thought I said something different.
The other one is sweetened blueberries with dark chocolate,
Ooh,
The other one.
and then the other one is almonds with dark chocolate.
ooh, ooh.
See, and I can't.
Oh,
I
me
like that
try
you
that.
brought these on a day that they took a tooth out, and they're like, "Oh, don't eat anything solid for
Let me
like
try
2
that
days."
one.
Hold on, let me get this open.
Mashed
Save some.
potatoes.
I haven't tried these yet, so
Better save me
I'm
some.
gonna pass these over to Joey as I open them.
Pass
and
them around.
Pass them around. The almond one, right?
What's the brand again?
It is Orchard Valley Harvest. It's in the organic section.
Nice. So I want to hear the truth of this, whether it's good or not.
These are really good.
That's fucking good.
So we're gonna post a picture of what they're testing out here, trying.
These are
It would be
amazing.
nice to just get into this and talk about the stuff on air and try different things.
Food nerds.
Yeah.
Clean the
Good.
palate so I can try the dark chocolate blueberries.
That does.
You're
sound
cleaning it with beer.
Good. Yeah, it's not really cleaning it.
Shut up, Joey.
With
Shut up and drink your wild turkey.
It's kind of like using one of those little push
doing that
vacuums
now.
that aren't electric.
I'll try one of these. I'm not big on blueberries.
Yeah.
So
There you
Oh
go.
wow.
My mom used to use one for the dog hair on the rug.
It doesn't do anything.
Nope. Just spreads
That's
the
what
fur
that's
more.
like.
The blueberry one
Oh.
is different.
I'm gonna pass in the
You taste
blueberry
it
one.
as a dark chocolate, pretty
Oh, it's
dark.
great dark
Is it
chocolate.
pretty
What do you think of the blueberry one?
surprisingly, I liked it, but it's probably because of the dark chocolate. Because I don't like blueberries.
The blueberry-ness.
I thought about getting some stuff from Frankenmuth and trying different things from over there too while we're on the show.
Yeah.
But I also
I mean,
Snowfest is this
I
weekend.
think we should
know.
completely like switch our format and just become like food reviewers. They get tons of views and they just get to fucking eat food all day. Dream.
You guys should
Teamwork
totally
makes
go
the
check
dream
out
work.
Horrocks and Lansing.
Whores?
Horrocks. It's one of the best.
Clorox?
Horrocks.
We're not
HORROCKS.
Tide Pods.
One of them.
Spell it
markets around HORROCKS.
Market.
Once again, they have 2 bars in there.
Okay.
You can drink.
So let me
And
just
shot
try
at
it.
the time.
It's Horcox?
Oh, sorry. You can get up to 3 or 4.
That's the antioxidant one.
3 or 4 beers.
Here's your
or glass of
blueberries.
wine.
So
Drink. Butcher. Great. Produce.
Huh.
They have their own.
we need to go make a trip down to
Road
need to
trip.
make a trip to Lansing.
They have their own.
We'll have Lisa show us around, maybe do some live video.
Well,
What's that?
You don't like that one?
Almond or cherry?
I'm gonna have to take a pass on that one.
it wasn't the cherry or the almond, it was the other one.
The
Best food
pepitos.
selection,
Pepitos.
Best deli.
That's what your format would be changed to, is all these different types of beers and ciders and liquors. And
It would take me one episode to
Right.
get through all of them.
Right. So we got 2 minutes before
A lot
we
of
get the
times they
phone
have
call.
somebody playing a baby grand piano.
Is he calling
in the
us?
middle of
He's
the
calling
store.
us. Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully he calls the right number. I'm sure
Remember-
he will.
Don't put it on speakerphone because he can hear us just fine.
He can? Are you sure?
Well, I mean, Lisa was in the garage singing a song to us, and we heard
But
her
she was
just
on
fine.
speakerphone.
On her.
Weren't we on speaker? I thought we were.
No, because I turned it off.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll test it out and see what's what. So we're gonna have our first guest actually that'll be on or to an hour over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
If it works out well, we'll have more guests on that way too, and in studio. He's gonna come here and do it in studio. Laugh.
Why are you dancing?
I always dance. Doesn't matter.
No, you don't. I've never seen you dance once.
I have. She was in the kitchen stirring stuff the one day. just
Pick one,
danced.
Joey.
Ones.
The
Save me
non-blueberry.
one
almond.
of those when I can eat it.
Heather wants one. So,
I can be at the grocery store pumping gas. I'm always bebopping.
anybody else want one of these?
Bebop,
The
bebop.
blueberries. Blueberries.
No thanks.
It's alright. I make weird faces and sounds once in a while too.
I do too. I do too.
Like I made a weird face earlier today, and he's like, "Don't ever do that again."
I make weird faces at Adam all the
I'm
time.
always
Going
dancing.
once, going twice.
That's kind of what I do.
No, I don't think anybody liked those.
I think these were great.
And they're yours. See,
Cranberries or blueberries?
I want to try those tablets too, where it makes everything sour. Like everything sour is sweet for your taste bud things.
Why would you do that?
Chemistry, bitch.
What?
Like everything sour is
Wow.
sweet.
Because lemons taste amazing.
So-
when you use those tabs.
Oh, for the lemons.
Uh-huh.
So just saying the blood orange beer with the. good
Oh, I bet
Not going
you
well.
that's a gross combination.
Not a great
oh,
combo.
hey,
Oh.
phone.
Boom, boom.
Hey,
He's
answer that.
calling.
Hello.
So
Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear us okay?
I can hear everyone who has spoken.
Awesome. Well, welcome
All right.
to the Don't Make This Weird podcast.
Well, as long as you heard me, you heard everybody that's important.
Oh, that must be Joey.
That is Joey. That is Joey. He did not get to meet you because you stayed in the hotel instead of going.
I was really tired, so I have to
You were a
sleep.
loser face. Whatever. Quit lying.
Yeah, but that's okay. We got to meet Justin. Someday you'll get to meet him too. But
Who was the best bartender ever, in
Oh,
my
yeah.
opinion?
I agree.
The story I heard was slightly different. You were a little less tired and a little more, well, your mustache was sticky.
That's not what.
What?
He's not wrong. I did have a giant bottle of Heineken.
Yeah, and some guy was trying to touch his hiney when we were walking up to our hotel.
He did. Some guy tried to touch my Heine.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely against it.
A compliment is a comp. You can get it.
Right.
You know, to me, if you're straight and someone tries to grab your Heine, you're just homophobic at that point if you don't let them.
In my world, the more homophobic you are, the easier it is to flip you over.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, is that top or bottom? Clarify that for us.
Jeez.
Depends on the day.
Oh. So.
But if I'm going after somebody straight, let's face it, a woman has an ass. But what doesn't a woman have? That's what the straight want.
Oh gosh.
Did you say the straighties?
That's awesome.
The damn normies.
Oh.
You'll also hear me affectionately refer to y'all as, you know.
I say that too because I can't have kids, so everybody is damn breeders. So I'm with you on that. Awesome. So we met Justin at Fishbones. And how long have you been at Fishbones as a bartender?
It will be a year next week, actually.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That place is
Yep.
amazing.
Happy bar anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
Do you
anniversary.
working at Fishbones?
I do. I absolutely love what I do, and I love where I do it because I get to meet so many different people traveling and coming from different walks of life, and it is just an absolute blast to get to share with so many different people.
I'm sorry about Ian, by the way. He's really not that close to us.
Whatever.
He's just kind of like he gave us some free tickets, so we figured might as well put up with him for the weekend.
For the record, he listens to our show every week and or is on. So
Yeah.
For the record, Ian's a cunt.
Oh my god.
Oh
He
man.
even barged to the
I
door
say
by
that
the end of
I
this
say
night.
that affectionately though.
Always does.
With
Always.
love.
So what? Tell me one of the most experiences that stood out to you as a bartender.
Hold on. I'm still talking to him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was
Wow.
my next question was gonna be, how many other bars have you worked at, and how does Fishbones compare to the other bars that you've worked at?
How many other bars? Individual restaurants, or does the same company, different locations count as one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're straight, all right. Let's see.
You don't know my life. Don't assume to know everything about me.
I'll let everybody know by the end of the podcast.
I guess I have a decision to make by the end of the podcast then
That's
too.
true. Yeah.
That's his girlfriend Darian, by the way.
This is your coming out party.
I love it.
It's not as fabulous as I thought it would be. I thought there'd be more glitter.
We can make it
That's
happen.
the stripper and the cake.
Yeah, where's my Chippendales dancer?
Well,
I'm feeling pretty
he's
gypped.
right there, but you might not want that
I don't
strip
know.
show.
No,
Come on, baby. You know you want some of this
Let
love.
me start dancing.
I changed my mind. I'm not gay.
Was it good for you, darling?
Oh man. Oh, so let him answer his question.
Everybody listening at home has thrown up in their mouth.
Hey, all I can say is 220 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal right here.
Oh, wow. Stop.
with a glitter bomb. Now that's scary.
It's getting hot in here. I don't know about you guys. Jeez. Whew.
Oh, come on.
I don't
Gotta
think
take something off.
I don't think you're quite tall enough to be a bear, so you'd be like a badger maybe.
No.
No,
I'm
bear. No. You gotta get the stuff right. No, you don't. No.
Lisa, you're drunk. Shut up.
You gotta know your categories a little bit better there, Joey.
I was going for Ewok, but all
What
right.
are the categories?
Is bridge troll one of them?
You're still there. Yep, he is.
I think he's laughing.
Anyway,
Continue with the story, Justin.
right. My question stands.
Your question was what? No. I think.
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh,
I think Fishbones is number 8 for me. I was with the Darden group, so Red Lobster, Olive Garden, all of those for quite some time, and I've lived in 3 different states being a bartender, and I don't know. Every place is unique. Every place is special in its own way. Every place sucks in its own special way. But I think Fishbones has been the most fun, proud to be the most creative there. You know, I get to say, hey, we have 12 different whiskeys. What can I possibly create today?
Nice.
You know, we have the auto show going on right now. So every day I try to make a different drink of the day. And today was a motor oil martini.
Nice. What was in that?
What was in that?
I feel like Tony would enjoy that.
That was it was
Captain Gasoline himself.
That's right.
there were no mixers in it. French vanilla espresso martini.
Wow.
So for the coffee drinkers, it was quite tasty. Personally, not my flavor, but I had other people try it and
They like that.
made my adjustments. But, you know, it's a lot of fun, and I love being able to have that kind of freedom.
Now, can I ask you a question?
I thought that's here.
Right. All right, fine. I'm going to ask you a question.
That's 2 questions so far. Third one.
It's one question and a statement, so fuck you.
Okay, well, 1 question and a statement. Come on, the clock's ticking.
So, I'm assuming you know how to make an Irish car bomb. How much Guinness do you use for an Irish car bomb?
I have never made an Irish car bomb in my life.
That must be only around here kind
Well,
of thing.
Well, now I look stupid.
And too many questions.
Stupid people win stupid prizes, Joey.
Well, the reason I ask is every time I try to get one around here, they give me a tiny little glass with some Guinness in it and a shot of Bailey's and Jameson, and that's not. I feel like I'm getting gypped.
The official recipe calls for a half,
Correct.
and you're supposed to drop the shot of Jameson and Bailey's, or else you really want to.
If
But
it's
anyway, I
not
guess-
if it's not Bailey's, it's not a real Irish car bomb, as far as I'm
If it's not Bailey's, but there are other creams. There are other Irish creams out there. So
Yeah.
But Bailey's is going to be the one people know. If it's an off-brand, you're probably not an experienced drinker. But
If you know the name, if you know the name of most liquors, you're probably not an experienced drinker. You shouldn't be sober
Yeah.
enough to read, let alone remember.
oh,
See all the fun you missed being in the hotel room?
Yeah.
I was fucking tired, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Lame.
I mean, so if you drink car bombs, you like B-52s?
Ooh, those are good.
I've never had one, but
So-
that's because I usually just stick to boring old car bombs.
We'll have to expand your horizon next time you're down in the city or I come up to you guys.
That sounds oddly sexual, and I'm okay with it.
Like a liquor's
Well, this
involved.
is your coming out party, so we are expanding your horizon.
It's not my
sir.
coming out party. I told you, my coming out party will be much more fabulous than this.
I don't know. You know, I guess it depends on whether or not my boyfriend comes with us or not.
I was gonna say that'll make it way more interesting, actually.
Why not both?
¿Por qué no las dos?
Joey's not above shameless promotion, so
Hey,
Oh.
on the ass it is.
I'll do it. If somebody else paid,
Alrighty then, let's go.
He's talked about this.
Can
Doing
we
this
start
on
a
the show.
GoFundMe account right now for the Don't Make This Weird tattoo on your ass?
Oh, I've already had some ideas, so yeah, we'll make that happen.
That's what Will had. Will had a piece of
I'm
cake.
the promotion queen. We will make
Oh,
it happen.
yes, we just
yeah.
brought her on as our promotion.
Mhm.
Our guest that was on here not too long ago, he had a piece of cake on his ass with a bite taken out of it. There's an
That's,
idea there.
so bite my
Wow.
ass or my cake.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what you do.
I mean, cake is another word for ass. So
Oh, that's what it was.
Or you know.
So
So
yeah, let's
All right, that's all.
go fund me.
that's all. That's all the questions I have. It's your guess now, guys. You can go ahead.
You have no more questions?
You have no more questions? And I quote, the first podcast we had.
All right, I have more questions. I'm just not going to hog all the time. All right.
Oh, keep
So-
asking.
Keep asking.
We'll
go
we'll
ahead.
put our wittiness in there. I don't really want. I mean, I'm talking, but ask questions.
She's got a sore mouth. She needs a minute.
I do. Oh, that
Something
sounds-
that's said at every gay bar.
So are gay bars like more fun than regular bars? Because I've always wanted to go to one. just
Yes.
because It seems
yes,
like in the movies, it always seems like super fun.
yes, they are. Fucking hoot.
It's a lot of fun. There's usually a little bit more drama.
Because I like to dance, and like it's like weird if you
Oh.
dance at a regular bar.
Yeah, no, it's weird if you're not dancing at a gay bar.
Sweet. And like
And everybody,
I
everybody
really like
kind of dances with everybody. It's not really like you'll have like that odd couple that's like dancing and they're like, "Ew, get away from us." But normally it's like a giant dancing orgy.
right, and I really like Mesh, and I feel like that's the best place to wear Mesh.
I wore
Thank you,
mesh
90s.
to Pride this year. Little mesh undies.
Some mesh, some fishnet vinyl. It's good times. Yeah,
It's fun.
I've been to a lot of them. Yeah.
Oh, the
You
90s.
can wear some funky ass shit. It's good.
You do your
Oh, the
thing.
funkier the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wore jeans one time and I was asked to leave.
They're like, "Are you in the wrong place?"
See, when I go and skateboard, I wear like short shorts, like lots of exposed thigh, like flamingo tube socks and a wife beater. So
You know
like,
what?
that's just like a normal day for me.
If that tank top was tie dye, you'd be welcome right in.
There you go.
It was black. It was not tie dye.
He's getting the hot pink
Well,
one
we
from
need
Lisa.
to get you some rainbow flair. I mean, let's be real here.
Yes,
Everybody needs a little rainbow in their closet.
for sure.
I feel like my wardrobe needs to be as colorful as my language.
I got a full length rainbow
Wow.
tutu and wig, and I got.
I just want a rainbow cape
That
Oh,
would be cool.
yeah.
You got to get the flamingo
with
cape,
like a Dracula collar on it though.
blah blah blah.
There you go.
Well, you all should come down for Motor City Pride this summer.
I'll
I
do it.
won't give my whole outfit away, but I will tell you that there is a furry rainbow tail involved.
I'm in.
I was gonna say it'll go perfect because I do a full rainbow, My Little Pony rainbow dash, so it'll go perfect.
There we go.
That's yeah.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Decided if I'm gonna wear anything else but the tail, so we'll see how it goes.
I think we need to do leather for Joey, so that way he's not too scared.
I'll be a leather daddy.
You'll be a leather daddy.
I'll have to shave everything but my mustache. So.
Oh wow.
What are you gonna be from the 80s? It's gonna be leather and an 80s party.
It's
No, he's totally going
throwback.
Village People back
Yeah.
in the 70s.
Oh,
He's going for the 70s Bush.
It's YMC gay.
YMC gay. Oh, that's gonna be great. So it'll be YMC. Hey.
Yes. I got a leather vest. So I just need like the assless chaps.
Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler
All I
PJs.
ask is that you don't walk
You're
in
gonna let
front
the
of me because
teachers
I'm so
hang all
short.
out.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, oh
I'll wear a Speedo with them. Like, it's fine.
Oh no.
you got
No.
it right.
The purpose of wearing assless chaps is so your ass hangs out.
I'll wear a jock strap then.
Then your butt's
Yeah,
still
there you
gonna
go.
be sticking out.
Exactly. That's what we
Well, then don't walk in front of me because I'm
Hey.
only 5'1".
So wear a thong, Joey.
wear a thong or a banana hammock.
A banana hammock.
Well, he's got his outfit picked out, so I guess this is gonna happen now.
Yep.
Indeed.
We're
Are
gonna
you
do a road
sure
trip.
this is not your coming out party?
You know, no, I do have those like really tight flamingo briefs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was it Kurt got you
Yeah,
for Christmas?
I haven't worn them yet because I feel like you shouldn't wear underwear another man gets you unless you're fucking.
Well, I mean, it was Flamingo, so you said you'd make the exception.
I had
And
Did.
$100 is $100, Joey.
That's true.
At Christmas time,
nobody
I
paid.
wore
Nobody-
a pair of boxers that had mistletoe on them. So all I had to do was pull them down, my pants down a little bit, and tell my guests at the bar to kiss my ass, and they had to do it.
Seems legit. It's law, basically.
I mean,
Should be.
it's a Christmas law. It is a
It is.
Christmas law. You walk under mistletoe and you kiss it. All right.
Right. And if you don't, if you disagree, then you're waging a war on Christmas.
Mhm.
How dare you?
Right. And you'll sober up real quick. Don't worry.
There you
I know
go.
how to cut people off.
There you go. Alt right. Now you got a real conundrum.
Love Christmas or be sober?
Hmm. That's a good question.
So when Tony and Heather were sitting at my bar, we were talking about you, Joey, and it came out that you had a lot of questions about my people.
My people. I wouldn't say a lot of questions. It's really just like one big question. And that's
What is the big question?
all right. So you go on a date. Who pays for dinner?
That's his big question. I thought
It
there was more.
depends.
It eats away at me.
It eats away at you.
It
Okay.
keeps me up at night.
It keeps you up at night. Well, there's a lot of things that go into that. It's not as simple as it is in the breeder community.
I figured.
Yeah.
I don't think it's simple this way either.
No. it's
Well,
not.
nowadays with y'all feminist movement, I mean, can't you leave that out of the feminist movement? Just make the motherfucker pay for everything. I mean, wasn't that the best part about being born with a hoo-ha? I mean, there's so much working against you. I mean, you have your period every month. You have to
must have
push
a
a
dick
human
then.
being out of that. I mean, you have to sit down every time you want to tinkle. I mean, at least let a man pay for you. Goodness gracious.
All right, this isn't about her though. This is about
This is about Joey's coming out party.
Who's gonna pay?
who pays for dinner.
So there's different categories in our community because there are some people who demand that they are or say that they are strictly tops, and that means that no one enters their behind.
Right. Then there's
Even
power
though-
bottoms.
And then there's bottoms, and then there's power bottoms, sure. And so typically, I guess, if it was a top and a bottom going out, the top should pay. But unfortunately, I don't like that. I don't like the segments of homosexuality that demand I be this way or I be that way. Because realistically, from my perspective, who is completely versatile, because I'm a greedy hoe and I want it all.
Shout out to Freddie Mercury.
Hey, you know what? Let's just go this 50-50. Typically with my date, if I invite you on a date, I anticipate that I am paying the bill. And I think that's generally how it's looked at, is if you are the one who is asking the other person out, you should be the one who is obligated to pay.
Here's
But
my 2 cents. I feel like if you're taking it in the butt, the least they can do is buy your dinner.
so
That seems like
So
a pretty
that-
big task. Like,
so that's why I go 50-50.
you're a better man than I.
Well, I'm gay.
So Joey, I paid for dinner today.
You did.
That means he's taking it in the butt.
That's true.
Strap
I guess
What-
I
What
owe you
color is your
that much.
strap on?
I said strap it on. Do some pegging, because that's where you're going, Joey.
Speaking of, I'm gonna.
He asked what color it was. What color is it, Darian?
What?
Justin asked what color it was.
She got all innocent for a second. What?
She's,
Why did you
she
do that?
she
I
bit
only
off
have one
she bit off more than she could chew.
That death unicorn had some other meanings.
So it's unicorn color. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah.
You got to see what color you can get down to.
Yeah, that's really the only question. I didn't really.
You know what? If I
you
didn't
know what?
have a
If-
strap on, it'd probably be like a unicorn horn.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Good for his pleasure.
See what color you get. Oh, we got to purple today. Let's see if tomorrow we can get
You
to
know what?
green.
The way I look at it, sex is like drugs. I'll try anything once.
Well, butt plugs were initially made for guys.
Yeah,
So
they were to stimulate the prostate.
Learn something new every day.
Whatever. What's the worst that could happen? I don't like it.
You heard that, Justin. You heard that.
Hey, I was just going to wait to see how this developed and see how far he was going to go.
He's like,
I mean,
I have.
Inquiring
I have-
minds want to know.
Hold on, I have zero filter and I do not get nervous. So it's
feel
very
good.
hard to weird me out.
I feel exactly the same way. I have to say, my boyfriend did make me blush very hard on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. I worked New Year's Eve from 9 a.m. until 1:30 in the morning, just straight through. Me and a coworker, and we just had a blast. But he was up there watching football. Yes, he's one of those gays that watch football, and it's allowed. And,
It's allowed. What's not allowed?
so he buys this young lady a drink, and I say to the ladies, I said, well, you know, you need to tip me on that drink that he bought you because he's a bad tipper. And in front of everybody, and I mean, the bar was packed. He says, I give him the tip every night.
Oh my God.
You know what? If he didn't say, I feel like it was law that he had to say that.
You know what? He is the perfect yin to my yang because he is such a smart ass. I mean, it is perfect. There are I found that I can be slightly aggressive towards men, and he just takes it like it's nothing and shoves it right back in my face. And I mean that figuratively and literally.
But let's be honest, it's not the only place he shoves it.
Oh, there isn't a place he hasn't shoved it.
Oh.
Well, we've lost all of our conservative audience.
I noticed that we went from 8 to 5, and I'm not bad about that.
That's how you weed them out.
Weed them out. If you can't handle it, you just don't have a sense of humor.
I
It's
just
either-
want to go on record that those 3 people we will see on CNN for being gay in the next 10 years.
Possible.
They got some issues to work out. That's
Well,
all.
at least we'll get some promotion that way.
Right.
We're listening to the Don't
Did you
Make
hear
This
that
Weird
show?
podcast.
And they'll be like, we got to check that show out.
Don't
That-
make
that's
this
some
weird
good shit."
podcast help me come to my
Yeah.
true identity.
You're welcome.
Right.
That's all we
They
got.
helped me realize my true self. You're
So you said-
welcome.
So
Yeah.
you said watching football is allowed. Are there like rules to being gay? Like, are there things that aren't allowed in the gay community? Or hold on, like not necessarily not allowed, but like maybe like they're frowned upon a little bit.
Well, it is interesting because like I have a coworker at Fishbones and he is gay, but you would not know. I mean, he is the biggest sports nut. He can tell you any statistic of football, basketball, whatever. He is on top of all of it. He goes to every Lions game, but he's gay as a $3 bill. So him, it's interesting because guys like him are often ostracized from the gay community as a whole because he's looked at as too masculine and or not gay enough. And it's not that he is embarrassed or ashamed of the fact that he's gay, because if you ask him, he'll tell you, I'm gay.
The way I look at it, it's like, how can you say he's not gay enough? Because being gay just means, you know, you're a guy that likes dick. So that's like not your personality. That's just your sexual preference.
And I love that you can say that, because unfortunately, you know, especially in the naive straight community, not your part of the straight community, but the community, the group of people who has never been around a gay person that they knew about because they were. But, I mean, you know, unfortunately, being gay is classified as part of our character, and it's really disheartening that, you know, if I'm flamboyant one day, I'm a fag, and if I'm not as flamboyant, there's something wrong with me, or I'm upset about something, and it's, you know, it's just every person. You can't be on 10 all the time. You know what I mean? At some point, you have to say, "Oh, you know what? I cannot tell another joke today. I cannot laugh anymore. Like, I just need to take a break from life." So yeah, it is frustrating sometimes, because yeah, there's times when I'm called too gay, and there's a lot of hate within the gay community, and it's very sad. It's very, very sad.
So you're saying inside the community itself, there's other gay people hating other gay people for not being gay enough?
Oh, absolutely. And then and vice versa.
Okay.
Absolutely. And vice versa. There are, and that's why I say I fight against the LGBT community, because I don't like the acronyms, because it only further segregates our own community.
Yeah.
We're already small enough.
If you think about
And-
it, though, it's a lot like how straight guys will be like, "Oh, you're a fag, or you're a pussy, or whatever," because you're not being manly enough.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So really,
Absolutely.
it's just a guy thing,
Right.
If you think about
It's a
it,
total guy
Yeah.
thing.
like,
And you know, and it's not just a guy thing, because I actually get more hate from women than I do from men.
It's,
Wow.
it's even women too. You know, you're not being girly enough.
Right.
You're not
Yep.
being this
Yeah,
enough,
that's
or
true.
being whatever.
Yes.
It's just like,
I
I
was
was
Yeah.
You're
told my
not
entire high school
feminine
class to be
enough.
lesbian.
Absolutely.
you know, just
Absolutely.
be your fucking self. Just be who you are. Just,
Yep.
see,
Yeah.
me
just
personally,
be accepting of, you know, you and each other, but people just don't want to have that. You got, you know, it's just everybody wants everyone to fit
right?
these.
See, my
know?
life beliefs for pretty much my entire life have been. Sorry, it's the blood orange beer. It's coming back to me. But my beliefs pretty much for my whole life have been, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting another person. You know, like
Yeah.
like that's how I've always felt. Like, if you're a fucking druggie, then you want to do drugs, fucking whatever, go do drugs. You're not hurting me. As long as you're not stabbing me for fucking crack money, I don't really give a shit what you do. If you're a dude and you want to suck dick, man, go suck that dick. More power to you. I feel like we just take shit too seriously as human beings.
Yesterday I had not yesterday, Tuesday, I had a group come up. These two people came up to the bar and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll have a few more people joining us." 40-something people later, they all got there. They all decided to come in, and they're all drinking, and we were just having a blast. And I'm talking to this table. And they said something. They asked about my boyfriend or something, and I said, "Yeah, I mean, if he comes in here, I kiss him hello. Like that's, I don't give a fuck where I am. He's my partner. Like that's just how it goes."
Yeah.
And this guy at another table, not I am not serving you, sir. I don't know why the fuck you're talking to me. He says, "Well, we don't want to see that shit where we're eating." And I said, "Well, I don't want to see you kissing your wife where I'm eating."
That's horrible. That's like you're talking to a human being as if they're an animal. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
You're acting like he's acting like you just like threatened to take a shit on the table in front of him. That's absurd to me. That's absolutely absurd.
So what do you do when people confront you like that, just out of completely blindsiding?
Do you fag it up if they do that?
You know what? Actually, I really
turn
do.
It up?
I turn that flamer on 24, honey.
That's brilliant.
One of my experiences as a server, I had this group of gentlemen, and there was about 6 or 7 of them, and every time I left the table, I heard under their breath a faggot joke, a bitch joke. They were saying something.
Was that the story that you were telling Heather and I?
I don't. Where I had the guys.
Let him tell the fucking story, Tony. I haven't heard it yet, so shut up.
I think it might be. Okay. But I went into the kitchen and I was venting, and my manager said, "You don't have to go back to that table." And I said, "Fuck you. They're gonna love me." And good fuck. Oh, my dog just farted all over me. That is just inappropriate. God. Oh my God. That is, girl, leave the room. So it's just, it just hits you like a brick sometimes.
Oh, I'm around these guys all the time. Trust me.
Hold on. Don't say these guys. All right.
Joey.
Okay.
It's that one.
And my boyfriend. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
So, I mean, I went back out there and I said, "Hey, you guys know any good gay jokes?" And it's like, tell me a good gay joke. Make me laugh. You're not going to offend me unless, you're really trying to be offensive. And then I'm not going to show you that I'm offended. I'm just going to serve it back to you. So I'm going to make you so uncomfortable with your straightness. I mean, but yeah, by the end of that day, I had sat on a man's lap and made him laugh. Like, so you can say whatever you want to me. I've heard it all. The very first person to ever, really make a derogatory comment to me was a family member and somebody who, I don't know, I won't give her title, but she birthed me. But it's just, you don't say, there's certain things that you just don't say. And if you choose to open your mouth and say them because you think you're entitled to, well, now I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right, and I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want back to you.
Here's how I feel about that. If you're one of these fucking wacko alt-right people that are so anti-abortion and you're supposed to raise and love a kid no matter what, if your kid is gay, then you took on the fucking responsibility to love them and cherish them no matter who they are or what they do. Period.
I cannot wait to be a father. I know that I am just so full of genuine, unconditional love. And that was something I was born with. God gave me that as a gift because I was sure as fuck not taught that growing up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just sorry to interject, but that's why one thing I have to love about my hairdresser. She's taught her kids ever since they've been very little. Love who you want to love. You are who you are. You're gonna be who you want to be, and it doesn't matter. That her kids are kind of in that very much limbo of her, and her daughter actually just went out on a date with a girl, high school age,
Right.
and she's all like,
Yeah.
that's fine, that's cool, you know, you feel that's fine, that's okay.
The way I look at it, as long as my son avalanche as much as I do, I don't care what he puts his dick in.
And
Does not bother
and
me.
it was also too one of her school friends. It was, something about, it was something about or whatever it was like on TV, and she was over at her best friend's house, and her they're from a very, very small town. They live in Ovid, which is between like Owasso and St. John, so it's a very tiny rural community. And her family's friends are just going off about, gay people and just being hateful in general. And she's just like, what does it matter if they're gay? It doesn't matter, it doesn't change you as a person, and all this other stuff. And she was just, just really so proud that her daughter could stand up and be like, what does it matter? That doesn't change them as a person. It doesn't change them forever, and, and one of her child right now is at a point of, she doesn't exactly know, but she's just like, if that's what my daughter, if that's the route she goes, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to love her any less.
That's how
and she's been teaching her children from a very young age, and even when her and her husband were together, it's okay if you're not like everyone else. You're going to love who you're going to love, and that's fine, and that's okay. And I think that's really great and really, especially, in today's society that, it's all right. I'm not going to love you any less. I'm still your mom. I'm always going to be your mom. I'm going to love you. I'm always going to be proud of you. You be you. So.
Well, that's what I was going to add is the fact that, it's no mystery that I'm a devout Christian. The funny part about it is hearing it from other Christians. Like, I was talking to, I'm not going to mention any names, it was a family member when we came back after the concert, the great time at the bar there with you, Justin. And I said, I had this great conversation.
Wow, he's dying.
Gross.
I had this great conversation with this amazing bartender. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And I said, the great part about it is he was gay. And they're like, oh, you talk to a gay person? I'm like, what? Because they're human? Really?
Yeah. Well, we're contagious. You got to be careful.
We're afraid.
Really?
We're afraid that
Okay.
they're gonna get the gay. Is that the
Yeah.
problem? Because I would be excited.
The-
Give me the gay. You guys
listen,
are amazing.
I think it was great though, because to me, I don't care what it is that people do with their life. If you're going to treat me like a decent human being, I'm going to talk to you all day. If you're going to treat me like a douchebag, yeah, I'm going to outdick you every day.
I can say a lot of people who try to be the moral high ground tend to be a lot of hypocrites.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dicks.
I
mean, I grew up, going to, I went to Lutheran school. I mean, going to, private this, private that. A lot of them are assholes. A lot of them don't practice what they preach, and
oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I drank it all.
You drank all the blood orange, you dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drank a big bottle.
What else
Stop
do we
it.
got? What's in the bag? What else we got?
It's in the bag of
Let me
beer, food,
pull out the bag
Keep
of
telling your
magic.
story.
but yeah, I mean, if you're a decent person, that's what matters. That's what matters most. And even when it comes to like religion,
Hard orange cream ale.
when it came to it, it's like when you're taught, you're like, God's supposed to love everybody. So what the
That's what I
fuck?
say. You know what?
So you're supposed to treat everyone decent. That's what you're taught. So fuck, treat everyone decent.
Hey, Adam,
What the fuck?
This-
So
is this what you drank?
Well, that's my perspective. I mean,
It's
I've talked to several different people that claim to be Christians, and I think it's hilarious because the minute you start talking about something that makes them
you're
uncomfortable,
like, no.
like the whole, gay, lesbian thing, they immediately shut down and start becoming the biggest hypocrites on the face of the planet. And to me, if you're a human being, talk to them like a human being instead of going, oh my God, I can't talk to them because they're gay. It's like, why? Because
That's
you're
ridiculous.
closet
Well,
gay?
most
Seriously?
they don't like it, so then they use that as they skirt around it and use that and
But that's bullshit, though.
it is
Because
bullshit.
I've read my Bible. I know what it says. It says a man lying with another man is an abomination. That simply means that it's a sin. And how am I going to judge anybody any different just because they sin differently than I do?
Well,
I mean, do you cheat on your taxes? Do you go over the speed limit? These are all considered sins. So who the hell am I to judge another person? I don't care. If you're a human being, I'm going to treat you like a human
I
being.
shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
But they like to pick and choose and interpret it how they want to.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. You either take it all or you take none of it.
But,
Right. It's a lot like sex.
But
Joey, I feel like we're in an episode of Shameless right now.
but I
Why?
just appreciate
What?
that I know somebody who's just like, man, I love my kids. They're good kids. I'm teaching them. I'm teaching them right. I'm gonna love them no matter what.
I just
And-
want to say that I love political science, and what I mean by that is when somebody disagrees with something, so they make up science to go along with it. Because I'm not a Christian. I'm not spiritual in any way. I very much am a man of science, and when I hear people say things like 2 men raising a kid, that kid's gonna come out gay, I don't know the science behind that, but there is none.
Well, I'm pretty sure I had a mother that was female and a father that was male, and I came out gay as fuck.
and I've known quite a few same-sex couples that have had children that are not gay at all.
Absolutely.
It's a crock of shit.
Or my
so
favorite
whatever.
one is, that kid's gonna get bullied because he has 2 dads. Well, then maybe raise your kid to not be shitty, dickhead.
That's my
Right.
point.
Right.
Shit parenting is shit parenting,
Right.
regardless of who you are.
I have
Absolutely.
cousins that have a son and a daughter, and the daughter is a lesbian and the son is gay.
Yeah.
They're brother and
So-
sister, and they
Both are.
My ex obviously was gay, and his sister is a lesbian, and they have a younger brother who is straight for now. But the joke used to be that she needs that their mom can't have any more kids because we can't have any more gay people in the world.
Oh, jeez.
So
Wow.
it's and at the end of the day, their gay transcends bounds because it is part of the natural world. There's not one race, ethnicity, religion, sex that is gayer than the other. It happens throughout all people in all countries, no matter what their religion or creed is. And one of the reasons why I was able to accept years ago that who I am is who I'm supposed to be is because of how transient gay is. And transient isn't the right word, but it's everywhere. And it touches everyone. So it can't be this horrible, monstrous thing that is unnatural if it covers so many different people from so many walks of life, rich, poor, whatever. And so, that was a big part of me accepting myself and coming out. This will be next year is my 10-year anniversary for coming out.
I was just going to ask you about that too. I know
I
that
came out in November 11th, 2009.
that's awesome. I can't imagine how difficult that possibly is for a lot of people.
See, I know it's like a cliche, but the way I look at it, it's 2018 now, people. People are gay. Just get over it.
Exactly.
It is sad that people have to, come out as if it's like this
people are
unnatural
Oh my
oddity.
god!
Yeah.
Right. Just
People are
yeah.
gay. Really?
They're hanging on to
Really?
these. They're hanging on to these colonial ideas of like. You
I
know,
look at it this way: let them get married so they can be as miserable as us bastards.
Wow.
Well,
coming from a man who's been married.
Once
Yeah.
I got smart really quick.
Do you have plans to get married in the future to your boyfriend?
you know what? I can absolutely
Who proposes?
see
in that?
myself.
Next question from
Right.
Joey.
Right? Everything is a masculine, feminine question for you, isn't it?
I'm not trying to.
Sometimes
I'm
there's
not
just
trying
a
to.
middle ground.
I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just these. I feel like I'm trying to educate myself on the culture.
No, you know,
I'm trying to
that-
make
that
my.
is-
I'm trying to be an honorary gay here.
Honorary gay.
I'm trying to earn gay brownie points.
Oh, the jokes that could be made. I'll send you a ribbon and a badge. You've earned your sparkle badge for the day.
Okay.
Sparkle badge.
You so need to take a picture of that and send it to us, Justin, please.
You know, I think there is a lot of, you know, masculine, feminine ideology in the homosexual community simply because we are a derivative of the heterosexual community. And the vast majority of the labels that have been created for the homosexual community were created by straight people who have this fixation on, I am man, hear me roar. This is my woman, look what she cooked.
Right. Right.
You know? I mean, and that's ultimately, that's how it's been for the last how many centuries,
Mhm.
right or wrong, that's just how it's been. So it is, I don't take it insulting when somebody says, oh, well, your boyfriend plays football and basketball and every other sport known to man, and you are a cheerleader on the sideline, so you must be the girl of the relationship.
Yeah.
No, actually, we both pee standing up. So,
Right.
you know,
So do
I
I.
don't know. So do you? Oh, good.
And Joey knows I don't cook, so
She really. I do all the cooking. in this
To be perfectly
relationship.
honest, Justin, it depends on how tired I am whether I pee standing up.
Oh God.
I have one of those friends too. Her name is Richard.
Well, when we're there, can we meet Richard?
I worked with a guy named Richard, but he had like a speech impediment, so we called him Witched.
Oh,
That's a true story.
Don't
I'm a-
Richard, your feelings, Richard.
That's a true story. I'm a bad person.
You smell like shit.
You smell like shit.
Oh God.
So I don't know. Have I told that story on the podcast?
I don't think so.
I believe you've said it.
Did
Well,
I?
wait. Richard or
No, the you smell like shit.
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
said
think
that.
I
you've
did-
told it a
okay.
couple times
I was
now.
making sure.
But
It's a good story.
it is.
I'm
Oh.
drunk now, so I don't know what stories I've told and what stories I
Thanks to
haven't.
me bringing random booze.
Yeah.
There's a bag
You're
of random booze
welcome.
here.
And it's
You're
really
welcome.
good because they're literally passing it around the studio as Justin's talking, and it's great because some of it's like hot, and others like, yeah, this is pretty good. Hey, bring that back over here.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Lisa is the
So-
best kind of enabler.
I am. I'm like, here, get drunk with me. You're welcome.
so next week I should just bring all of my leftover jungle juice.
There you go.
She's
caught-
got like
Wow.
she's got like a bunch of like 2 liters and like containers filled with jungle juice from her New Year's Eve party.
Oh.
well, I heard when I was listening in when you guys went on the air before I called in, and I heard that you were drinking, so I had to catch up.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
I love you for that.
Heather said she's like he's gonna be calling in 10 minutes. I'm like I can do it in
Yeah,
5.
you can do it.
yeah.
It's like I come dressed in pinup style and bring random booze. Yeah, I'm a
right.
classy dame.
And she brought me a dress.
I did. I brought
Totally.
you a dress.
I got a
I brought
dress.
gifts. Yeah.
She brought me a
Mhm.
bracelet. It says "Get fucked, nerd."
Yep. Yeah, I did. Mhm. That I did.
So
The official,
Jeff just posted-
the official catchphrase of Joey Strange. Get fucked, nerd.
Get fucked, nerd. Aw. Poor nerds. Nerds everywhere need a lay.
That's right. You do, damn it.
Well, the ironic thing is, I myself am a nerd, so
I think nerds
So-
get a lot of action, actually.
It's like it's the cool thing now.
So
I
Lisa,
wish
what are you
wish
doing after the
hold on.
podcast?
I wish-
I don't know. What are you doing?
I wish being a nerd. I wish being a nerd was as popular as it is now. Back when I was a kid.
I
growing
know.
up.
Ain't that a fucking?
I
fact?
feel like I would have got laid a lot more.
Dude, try the 80s. That's all I'm saying because I got my ass beat every day.
Now it's like
You
now it's cool to play D&D.
I know, right?
I was actually just invited to a D&D party.
Do it. Do it.
Like now I play D&D and dress pin up and it's all rad. I'm like, okay.
Well, I mean, we have my boyfriend and I host a game night every month for all of our friends, and we play Heads Up and beer pong and all kinds of fun games. And it's just about people getting together and sharing something that they enjoy doing. And I think
that's
it's not an orgy, sir.
Why are you looking at me, Joey?
I'm actually quite the beer pong player because when people invite you to play Jaeger pong, you get pretty good at getting in those fucking cups and you do not have to drink those fucking glasses.
I don't typically drink beer.
I don't either. Beer's gross. It's disgusting.
I don't know if I told this story, but I have a friend. And this
You
friend,
have friends?
we're gonna call
Is
him.
this
We're
one of
gonna
those
call him
air
Jimmy.
quote friends?
No, we're gonna.
Friends.
He's totally
I'm
air
doing
quoting
air quotes
Justin.
for you. Okay, yes.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
We're gonna call him Jimmy.
Okay, yes.
And Jimmy had a sister. We're gonna call her Jimmy. and Jimmy's sister Jimmy would always give me shit for not drinking as much as her. And one day she was playing liquor pong with half cups of Jack Daniels.
Oh,
And I was like, hey, Jimmy's sister Jimmy, maybe you shouldn't play beer pong with cups of Jack Daniels. And she's like, Joey, you're a pussy. I'm like, all right, whatever. 20 minutes later, she's throwing up in the fucking bathtub.
Typical Jimmy.
Typical
I was gonna say that was the night we ended up having a fight in the middle of the street with Roman candles with each other.
Oh God.
Oh no, that's an every night thing here.
And I was in the middle of the street yelling Excelsior.
Another,
Chased by those damn things.
another story about Jimmy's sister named Jimmy. Jimmy brought a bottle of gin over to my house for a party one day. And Jimmy's sister was drinking out of it. And she gave me a drink. I'm like, this is gross. It tastes like liquid pine needles.
Yes,
Don't want
gin
any
is
of that.
Oh
gross.
shit.
And she's like, don't be such a pussy, Joey. So she starts downing this bottle of fucking gin. And then she's throwing up in my toilet like 5 minutes later.
Typical
That's 'cause
Jimmy.
I
That's
do
'cause
enjoy
gin is gross.
gin.
Now is it gin or
I
slow
make some
gin?
good mixed drinks with gin.
I like slow gin.
Slow gin
I
is
like
amazing.
I'm just not a gin person. Like even when I do martinis, I like an extra dirty vodka martini.
I can't do
What kind
vodka.
of vodka?
What kind of
What kind of vodka?
I don't. I mean, well, at least a decent vodka, but just extra dirty vodka martini.
Grey
I-
Goose, Belvedere.
I don't want vermouth
Sky.
mixed in my drink. I want it just wiped in my glass, and I want extra olives. I want it very specific.
What's the
When
best vodka out there? to
somebody
make a-
tells me they want a dry martini, I take the vermouth, I put it in the glass, I swirl it around, and I throw it out.
There you go. That's the way to do
Yep.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my boy.
I have to say, typically I shake all of my martinis, and I really enjoy making martinis because they're so versatile. You can add so many different flavors to them.
Mhm.
But I had a gentleman the other day come in and ask for his martini stirred, not shaken.
What?
And that is the first time I have had anybody ask me that in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
people,
very
you know,
rare.
and I do teach my staff, if somebody asks you for a martini stirred, that is a vital piece of information that you need to relay to a bartender.
Yeah, it's like when you were mentioning B52s, most people don't even know how to make those properly. So, yeah.
What is one of the most drinks that you get or that you sell in like a day, or like what I guess I
What's a popular drink?
Probably Long Island. I would
Long
say.
Island, probably.
I don't like those because I don't like tea.
There's no tea in a Long
But I was
Island.
told, no. I was told that it tastes like tea, and I
No.
took a drink of it, and I.
Oh, I never
So I'm
tasted
usually just
it.
a straight liquor on ice, but if I'm usually any mixed drinks, it's usually
I want a Bloody Mary.
a good. I like a good Bloody Mary, but actually, what's good on a Bloody Mary is a
The garnishes.
an IPA floated on the top is actually pretty good. But I like,
I have a lot of people ask for Guinness on their Bloody Mary.
Oh, really?
that's true too. Instead of White Russian, I like Red Russians. Red Russians are good. They kind of taste like strawberry Nesquik.
Oh, wow.
Really good.
If you go with a Black Russian,
I feel like there's a
So-
comment in there.
So what is the drink? Sorry, everybody.
yeah.
got
What is
kinda
the drink,
crazy.
Justin?
You know what? Honestly, I don't know that. Like today, I guess Long Island would be the top drink, but typically I don't make a whole lot of Long Island.
Okay.
And we have an extensive cocktail menu at Fishbones, and our cocktails
you guys
are
do.
really wonderful. But when I set the menu down in front of somebody, I feel obligated as your bartender, especially because I'm greedy and I want your money. But I feel obligated, like, yes, okay, you can have this Hurricane, and that's a good drink, and I will make it amazing for you. But I want you to know that I know how to make more drinks than just what's in this menu.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have a conversation with you, and I'm going to say, what kind of liquor do you want? Do you want your drink sweet? Do you want it tart? Do you want it savory?
I
Do
want
you
my
want
li-
to taste the liquor in it? Do
I
you
want I want my liquor to fuck me up.
I like a good painkiller. A good painkiller's
See, and that's the thing. Like, so, but do you want your liquor to fuck you up? But do you want to know you're getting drunk, as in you want to taste your liquor,
See, that's
or
what
do you want
that's-
your liquor to sneak up on you and punch you in the face?
That's what I like about the car bomb, because you just chug the damn thing, and after two of them, you stand up and you realize how fucked up you are already.
well, that's the thing. Like if you have a really good painkiller, you're not chugging them. But if you have two of them, if you have two really good painkillers, you're gonna stand up and fucking fall off your goddamn bar stool. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
See, like I have a few different styles of drinking because, like, if I'm at
We're
home,
trained professionals.
if I'm at home chilling, like I'm just sipping on some beers. Like I'll get there eventually. But if I'm at the bar, I'm like, listen, my broke ass needs to get drunk as fast as possible. So
Right.
we need to do this right. So I need drinks that I can just down real quick, and then maybe I'll get a beer every now and then. Like St. Patrick's Day, I was talking about how I do mostly Irish car bombs, but between those, I'm drinking Killian's because it's a nice, smooth beer that I
It's
can
just a
sit.
domestic beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it keeps my buzz going, and I have a rule about like so many shots per hour. Otherwise,
And usually I'm just a whiskey and bourbon on ice. That's usually just typically what I drink. But I like a good, especially bourbon. I like a really good smooth bourbon on ice. That's just typically
What's your favorite bourbon?
for me. Typically, what I found, I like Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy is one of my favorites.
Very nice. Yeah, Angel's Envy is hard to come by.
Yeah, it used to be actually one of our like local grocers used to have it on stock. Now they don't. I have to go to one of our top like liquor stores to get it.
Yeah.
But Angel's Envy is just one of my favorites. It's really smooth. It's
It is
really
one of the best.
nice.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
but it's just
absolutely.
one. Especially if you get a nice spherical cube of ice in there, just how it just melts just right, how it keeps the notes of the liquor. It's just one of my favorites. So, but yeah, that's my favorite so far. So
I like it. I have been on a tequila kick for about the last 6 months or so,
Yep.
and I have found that when we go out to the bar, I haven't been in the mood lately to like sit on a drink. So I will just order 2 shots of tequila at a time. and 8 is usually where I say I should stop.
Yeah,
That's a good plan.
Tequila.
16 is where you
I
do.
was gonna say tequila is how I ended up losing up half my clothes at the strip club. So
Nope.
usually I don't do tequila. So that's yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You guys can-
Typically, I'm a bourbon, whiskey, and scotch girl. So that's usually where I tend to.
See, if I like both light and dark. I really, if it's in a liquor bottle, I will probably enjoy it.
If it's in a liquor bottle, yeah, that's supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
feel you there.
professional.
Like, oh, I'll try that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But clear liquor does not give me a hangover. It doesn't matter how much I drink. I can wake up the next morning and just jump right into the day.
I have really found as long as I go home, drink 8 ounces of water, and
Mhm.
takes 600 milligrams of Motrin. As soon as I get home, I'm good the next day.
Dark
there's a
liquor,
remedy.
yes. If I'm drinking dark liquor, I have to really prep my system for that morning.
The funny thing is with the Angels Envy, I was drinking it with a friend. I was drinking doubles to his singles. And he was going to mix it. And I'm like, if you dare put a fucking mixer in this fucking bourbon, I will fucking beat your ass. This bourbon is too fucking smooth and good. And it's not easy to
You
find.
know-
If you mix it,
you
I
know,
will fucking punch you in the face.
I feel the same way about people that put whiskey on ice.
I'm just like,
Really?
no. So he's like, fine, I'll drink it straight. So I was doing, doubles to his singles. He was like, I was fucked up for 3 days. And I'm like, I wasn't
I
even
felt.
hungover.
See,
What the fuck?
Right.
To me, the way I've always felt is if you chill your whiskey, you don't really like whiskey.
Well, the thing is, like with a lot of whiskeys and bourbons, even if you're not putting ice in them, if you just put a splash, especially like the better qualities, if you just put a splash of water in them, it actually opens up the notes.
That's only true for whiskeys with high oil, with
That's true.
the more oily whiskey, and that's I'm pretty sure that's like Scotch.
Well, it's true.
So, but
Yeah,
the way I've always felt, if you chill your whiskey, there's like almost no taste to it. It tastes
I've
like
not tried that.
water to me.
I actually don't drink that much, to be
So,
honest.
Quick question for you, Justin.
Sure.
When I lived out in Las Vegas, I had a drink, and it was called the Molotov cocktail.
The what?
A Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail?
Yes. I have yet to have another one. And mind you, this is back in 1997. And the consistency of this was basically a milkshake that they lit it, you blew it out and slammed it. Any idea how that is made?
Google it.
I have.
You never found it on Google.
No.
I don't think this exists.
I
You
know-
were legal
I-
to drink at
I know-
21.
Is this
I was
supposed
20.
to be like a
We're like, I was in high school. She
version
was
of,
2.
like,
Let's make you feel old. Okay.
All right, what, Justin?
Sorry.
Go ahead,
I
Justin.
mean, no, is it, I'm, is it supposed to be like the homemade bomb that people throw like in a riot? Is that? I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
That's what
I was
thinking.
like, wait a minute here.
No, because see, here's the
We're
thing.
on the
This
same
sounds like
thing.
it could get you in trouble. Don't answer.
Mhm.
No. See, it did get me in a lot of trouble.
And-
'cause I remember drinking
and
like
the
3 of
words-
them and being smashed.
In the words of Johnny Hobo, may our only occupation be not having a job, and may the only cocktails that we make be Molotov.
so according to my bartender app, it is supposed to be vodka and 151 rum, and you're supposed to light the 151 on fire, blow it out, and then you take it as a shot.
I don't know
But
where you
you
got
said
the
it was a
milkshake
milk
from.
shot.
That's what
I
I, didn't
mean,
understand because I was like,
I mean, so basically they made a milkshake. They put 151 on top, and that's what they lit on fire.
That's what it sounds like.
apparently so.
The
I
mystery
mean-
is solved.
I'm sorry,
I-
there's nothing appealing to me about a milkshake and booze together.
Milk. And
Oh, you have no idea. It was amazing.
Oh, there are some really good
Yes.
ones. There are some really good ones. I could make you a wonderful milkshake.
That sounds like
But,
a vomit party waiting
No,
to
there used
happen.
No, you don't even know,
There
dude. It
used
was
to be a
amazing.
place in Lansing that they made like 5 or 6 different alcoholic milkshakes that were fucking delightful.
I just picture.
I'm just saying they were great.
I just picture a bunch of milk
Booze and
resting in
milkshakes
my
are awesome.
stomach,
Booze is
shaking
like-
around.
They have
with
alcohol
some
ice cream.
booze.
Well, when I first started drinking, a mudslide used to be my favorite drink.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Yep, mine too.
I would throw up for sure.
Well, unfortunately, I'm now lactose intolerant, so mudslides are not on my menu anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
A mudslide might lead to another mudslide later.
Oh, there is no might in that. And
That's a definite.
and I love my boyfriend, so I want him to stay in the bed.
right.
we actually have like there's like, instead of saying like, you know, I'm not able to have sex tonight because my stomach hurts, like we'll say, oh, it's a Checkers night, like the fast food chain, or like White Castle, like, because if you eat that shit, you're not having sex.
No,
I
you're
mean,
not.
that's just you're not. You're just, it's just not appropriate. So we will joke that's the kind of night it is, and I'm like,
Gonna
oh,
be pretty.
that's right. So
Hey, at least you're honest. That hey.
oh, look, when it comes to the back door, you got to be honest.
That's true.
Be honest.
Fuck. Don't
Okay.
sugarcoat that shit.
No, oh
I
no,
mean,
'cause
literally
it's
shit.
not-
Whatever. But hey,
it is not going to be sugar coated.
put sugar on it ain't gonna
Damn
fucking
White
help.
Castle.
I like White Castle.
Yeah, but not
Way to
like
shit
that.
the
You
bed,
don't.
Joey.
Not that way,
Not-
so.
Not from that direction.
I'm in
That's
pain
a
from
true shit sandwich.
I'm in pain from my tooth being pulled, but laughing more and more. It's like, oh, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Laughing
So
is
I-
the best medicine.
I just went back on the page, just completely flips over, but I see that Jeff left us a chat, and he said, I know married people who will not have kids because they don't want to have a Down syndrome child. He must have written this when we were talking about getting married.
Yeah, I was gonna come
You
back
know
around
what?
too.
You tell your friends, Jeff, that if they have a kid with Down syndrome, there's a loving gay couple that'll adopt that baby and love it as if it was their own, and they can go fuck themselves.
I will have you know, one of my favorite people to drink with at the Sandbar in Houghton Lake has Down syndrome, and you smell like shit. It is the you smell like shit guy.
I was
And
gonna say too, like when my brother and sister-in-law, they're actually both carriers for cystic fibrosis, and when they were so far along with my nephew, even the doctors were like, well, it's highly likely he'll have cystic fibrosis. Well, you know, do you want to abort? They were so highly like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's so like, how could you even fucking suggest that? Like,
Yeah.
just because there might be an issue, that's just your answer. Like, just get rid of it.
I feel like they're
dumb.
basically calling your friends failed abortions.
Like,
Right.
Like
Eh.
they're
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
they're like
there
saying
might be an issue. Just fucking get rid of it.
Well,
Like,
they're
Yeah, that's-
basically
No.
they're basically saying like, oh yeah, you're diseased, you shouldn't exist.
Well,
Like
fuck that. I mean, I just don't. I don't understand that. There's so many people who can't have kids, want
Yeah.
kids. So
Yeah.
even if they, for some reason, were like, well, this isn't going to work for us, there's somebody out there who will love and want that child who can't have children. So
well, from what
What
I
the fuck,
what
you
I
know?
understand is when my mom was pregnant with me, my brother had to get X-ray, and she didn't know she was holding him for the X-ray, and she found out a little bit after that she's pregnant with me, and apparently the doctor kept trying to get her to abort me too. So I'm glad that she didn't. She was like,
Well,
hell
I'm
no,
glad that she did not.
hell no, yeah, me too.
You know, it makes me sad though, because unfortunately, you know, for Jeff's friends, and I'll use that term loosely because I don't know who they are to him since he didn't call them friends. You know, those are the people who are going to love their children conditionally
Right.
and not unconditionally.
Exactly.
And that really just, it makes me so sad.
you can't like barter with your children.
No.
You
No.
can't be like, I'll love you, but you gotta
Yeah.
do this for me first.
No.
Right.
That's not how it
I'll
works.
love you,
Yeah.
if you're better than Tom Brady.
Right.
These are the terms
And let's be honest,
conditions.
that man is damn near perfect. So it's you got big shoes to fill.
I mean, and then he went to Michigan, so I mean, go blue.
I mean,
you
if
just
you're gonna have terms and conditions, don't fucking have kids. Sorry.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
see. There you go, Adam. We like Adam a lot. Look at that.
That's my boyfriend. I like him too.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's just how it goes. It is sad, but it scares me. I mean, I know women that have had 3 or 4 abortions already, and they're my age, and they're in their 20s, and I think you're never going to have a child.
Yep.
You have scarred your own body.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm not here to tell people that they shouldn't have sex, but if you're not ready for the consequence, you shouldn't have sex.
No.
Exactly.
You should really not.
You know what I mean? Like, and I am all for a spay and neuter for humans.
No, Joe.
Yes.
I hear
I can
ya.
get behind that.
So I just
Because
wanted to
there
say,
are some people who should not be parents.
no, absolutely, and I've seen that so many times. But
Tell
I
me
just want to
about
go
it.
to the chat and say what he was talking about with what Adam had said. He said his son was born with special needs, and he'd never in a million years get rid of him. And I think more and more people
Oh yeah.
should be like that.
Well, my
I
daughter's
think-
special needs.
I think it
and-
makes it's like your kid's limited edition.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like you got lucky. You got a special edition character that nobody else got.
And I was like with my nephew, he didn't actually have cystic fibrosis, but he has Asperger's, and he's got issues, and he's whatever. But he's 13 now. Still, for me personally, he's my best bud. But he is one of the brightest
Mhm.
kids ever. When he was about 4, he was already designing things for pretty much like a company that was for like for jets and airplanes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He's
Very artistic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
he's a fucking smart
And they
kid.
learn everything.
And
Mhm.
he
Research
he was
everything.
he was just asked to take. We actually just took him about a month ago for the SATs.
Yeah.
So, he's already doing a
Well, that-
shit.
Like with me, my daughter's special needs, and I mean, I love the fact that she is outgoing and fearless as she is. Some days it's a bit over the top. Most
Some.
days it's a bit over the top. But the fact that, she can sing and she has an incredible voice. She's always this one big ray of sunshine. Even
Yeah.
the days I'm just having a shit day, and she's just like, "Hi, Dad," and I'm like, "How can you be this happy?"
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you take those days too.
And
you
still,
know?
Oh, absolutely. And I love her to pieces. I mean, she's probably one of the most brilliant children. Even most days, it just drives me nuts because I'm like, ugh.
And then there's Sean.
Sean is awesome.
And the first year I helped
I-
raise them because of their busy schedules, and
We- We
and
I love that kid's sarcasm, by the way.
we joke that Sean is, or that I'm the older brother that Sean never asked for nor wanted.
Yep. Because you always give him crap.
I went to get my hair cut right before Christmas, and I'm sitting in this chair, and the lady that's cutting my hair keeps apologizing to me because the kid that was right next to me had autism, and he is very afraid of the clippers. And so and I'm like, why are you apologizing? Like, he is afraid. Like, it's not like he's screaming because they're hurting him. He's screaming because in his mind, he is petrified right now of what's going on. And why would that bother me? Like, I feel bad and I want to help soothe this child
Right.
because he's having a rough experience. And the mom is apologizing to everybody. We go through this every time. And, it's like, well, there's no way to make that an easier situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but in my mind, I wanted to be like to the lady cutting his hair, like, use the damn scissors. You were trained to use scissors.
Exactly.
You don't need to use the clippers the whole time. Like,
Well, yeah, help the child work his process, not yours.
right. Like, you're gonna get paid the same amount. We're at fucking Great Clips, honey. Like,
Still, a lot of people are also so very insensitive. I remember, it was like, I don't know, a few months ago, I was at the ER and my mom had to come with me because I had to drag my 1-year-old out, and thankfully my 1-year-old, she's a freaking happy-go-lucky fucking child and doesn't have any issues, and she's the freaking happiest fucking person in that fucking ER, and she's all
fucking.
and pretty much she's all fucking laughing and just having a good time, and there's people who are getting annoyed because she's laughing and giggling.
See,
and
I
I'm
don't
like,
get that.
and I'm like, she could fucking be screaming and crying and fucking just going batshit crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry she's laughing and being a ray of fucking sunshine at fucking 3 a.m. Well, we've been in this ER for goddamn 6 hours because I was here a week ago and you didn't even fucking tell me
She's
what was
still doing
wrong.
good.
And, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm sorry because she's in a good mood.
I feel like you're that meme, that meme about like the longest time I thought my name was fucking because it was like my mom's every other word.
You like, there's a few that you're missing, but Adam had the fucking counter going over there.
Okay.
He counted about
Fuck
6.
is one of my favorite words.
It
And
was my mom's too,
literally,
so.
my mom is just as bad because
Yep.
the funny thing is, my mom and dad are polar opposites. My mom says fuck like every other word. My dad doesn't swear at all. The funny part, and my dad will be like, I think your mom said fuck 200 times today. I'm like, yeah, that's probably accurate. So, yeah.
See, I always like the word.
I remember my father growing up was a carpenter, and he built an addition on Darren McCarty's house when he actually played hockey well
I have
for the Wings.
I have a signed Darren McCarty hockey stick.
Yeah, I love Darren McCarty. He was my favorite player growing up. And I got to go to the arena and meet Scotty Bowman.
Oh, Scotty.
Scotty Bowman said fuck.
Yeah, I believe it.
As if it was a noun, an adjective, an adverb, a verb. I mean, this man, truly his sentence would be like, what the fuck? And he fuck.
You know what? But when you lead a team to back-to-back Stanley Cups, you got the right to say fuck as many times as you want.
It was like my nephew was
But
like,
it all made sense.
I think that's the funny thing is like my nephew was like 11 and he's like my brother and sister-in-law, they don't really care that he swears so much as long as he's not doing it like at school or whatever, if he's at home or whatever. But how he used it the one time and he's like, well, Mom, I used it as an adjective. She was like, okay, fine, whatever.
I feel like that's my sister.
Right.
See, my mom could make the devil blush with her.
That has nothing to do with the fact that you're Irish, right?
That was
It might, but my mom taught me everything I know. I'll get there.
drink it, fucker. God damn it.
I'm
Mama, hey, you got to go home, but you can't stay here.
I'm talking about.
You gotta pass it to him. So.
Listen, I'm a mama's boy. I'm trying to
talk.
talk about my mom, all right? So fucking chill over there.
God.
Shout out to Strange Mom.
Shout out to Mama Strange. Thank you for putting up with me. I wouldn't be the asshole I am today if it wasn't for you.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everyone to drink. That's fuck. I'm an enabler.
You're not enabling me. Or is that a bartender?
He passes it to me when I told him to pass it to him. He's not following directions.
I've already got something in my hand.
That
So.
doesn't matter. I got something in my hand. What the fuck? God, yes. Jesus.
So at some point, we were wondering. I mean, I know we're kind of far away from where you're at, but I think we had talked about you coming here to the studio sometime. So we're hoping that you have enjoyed being on the show and that would like to come hang out with us in person.
Yeah.
I would love it.
I actually was going to say we have a show coming up in March.
Mhm.
And I can't give away the details on here right now because we haven't sorted them all out. But there will be 2 free tickets for you, Justin, for that show coming up in March at the Brentwood next month.
I think we can probably make that happen. I mean, I just Googled it. It's an hour and 46 minutes from my house to Caro. Right? That's where you're at.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's always enough room if you don't want to drive all that way back home too.
Yeah.
I'm offering up Tony's house, by the way.
Yeah, you can crash in the studio. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many have.
Yeah, no. I heard about the rat traps. No, thank you.
She said she loved me. What do you want?
Oh man. Oh man.
We can all
But yeah,
snuggle
for
up.
sure.
It'll be okay.
Fun time in the showers tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. We'd love to have you come to the show, and we'll have
Absolutely.
2 tickets for you.
Yeah.
Give you more details when we can.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just got a message from Harley. Apparently, Greta Van Fleet is at Zender's right now in Frankenmuth.
Ah.
Seriously?
It's
Right.
Snowfest started today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
it is
right.
Snowfest. But yeah, so we'll give you more details on that as soon as we get more details.
But
Yeah.
we're winding down. We're getting ready to say goodnight. It's been a good show.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on, Justin. Absolutely.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for calling, Justin. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank
My
you again.
cheeks hurt from laughing so much.
Which cheeks?
I
What did
was hoping I would set
What did
you up
you
for
like
it.
to know?
It's the checkers night.
White Castle. White Castle.
Oh, sorry.
And thank you, Lisa, for coming.
Thanks,
Well done.
Darian.
Thanks, Darian.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you, Adam, for sitting back there and drinking with me.
Cheers, mate.
Woo!
Cheers to that.
And thank you.
Wait.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank
I want
you
to know
to
if he
all-
declared if he's going to be straight or gay.
Oh yeah. We have to have this. What's your verdict, Justin?
He might not know to the going to gay pride.
Hmm.
I think I know.
Well, let's just keep it between you and me for now. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody that's listening, everybody that tunes in weekly. You guys mean the world to us. We are so fortunate to be able to do this. It's just a blast. We love doing it. Like I said, I'll do it if there's 1,000 of you listening. I'll do it if there's only one of you listening. Hell, I'll probably do it if nobody's listening.
Why not?
I just like to hear myself talk.
That's right.
But it's been a great night. Thank you 1,000 times, Justin. This has been-
Thank you for the invitation. It was absolutely fantastic.
This has been probably one of my favorite episodes to do so far.
For sure.
And yeah, I think we're ready to wind down.
We're
and
ready to wrap it
call
up.
it a night. So that being said, I want to say don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that lame social media stuff you got to do, and most importantly, don't forget to tell your friends, tell your mom, and tell your grandma. You guys have a good night.